I made a mistake. Mama said I wasn't to leave her side, no matter what, but I did. I was thirsty. That's what it was. I was thirsty until I thought I'd surely die if I didn't get a mouthful of water, and soon. And what made it worse was that in the distance I could see a well. It was just beyond the edge of some trees, not too far away from the main house. The house wasn't as grand as Best Friend's, I could see that much, but it was the well that had most of my attention. Mama was dozing, one of the few minutes since we'd started running that I'd seen her take any kind of rest. I climbed down out of the tree, quiet as an ant with a secret, and headed for the well. I only had eyes for the well, and that was my mistake. I was close enough to almost smell the water, when all at once there came a yapping and a howling and barking that sent my heart shooting up towards my ears and plunging back down to my toes. 3 snarling, vicious dogs were tied to a fence ring, and in my haste to get some water I hadn't even seen them. They howled at me, slathering and slobbering, and I stared at them, my feet rooted to the ground. The front door of the main house opened. 2 white men came out to see what all the dogs' fuss was about. "You, child!" I stared at them, realising now just what I'd done. "Yes, you, child! What are you doing there? Who are you?" One of the men came down the house steps and started walking towards me. Someone pulled at my arm, pulling me away from the man. Frantically, I turned ready to lash out. It was Mama. "Run, child, run." Mama and I took off like the wind darting in and out of the trees around us. I heard calling and shouting and the dogs barking like they were more than ready to tear us apart. Behind us I heard a sudden yelp and then another, and I knew that the dogs had been released and they were after us. And still Mama and I ran and ran and ran. The whole world was nothing but a long, hard road to run on. We ran for our lives. I wanted to stop and catch my breath. I wanted to pause and tell Mama that I was sorry, but with the dogs chasing us, I knew I couldn't. Mama didn't even look at me. She held my hand and pulled me after her as we tried to escape. Abruptly, Mama stopped. There was no more solid ground. We were at the top of a waterfall with what seemed like a redwood tree-long drop to the rushing river down below. And behind us, the dogs were getting closer. "Mama?" "Jump," she said.